Good day, everyone, and welcome to another exciting vocabulary lesson. This is Mr. Stitt, and now we're going to talk about week 14 for my 7th grade students. Here are the words this week: culminate, footfall, envelop, desolate, strut, and negligent. Let's jump right into the words this week. The first word this week is culminate. Culminate. Now this is a verb or an action. It's something that you do, and it means to reach the highest point or summit or highest development. To end or arrive at the final stage. So think about this in terms of your schooling. Say you go all the way through primary school and you get to the final high school senior year. The culminating event is your graduation and when you receive your diploma. It's the end, it's the final stage. Same thing with college. You start college, you go through your sophomore, junior, and senior years, and you finally get to walk the stage and get your college degree. The culminating event would be getting your college degree. The end, the final, the peak. So synonyms for this would be climax, conclude, end, close, and finish. Culminate. The next word this week is footfall. Now, a footfall is simply a noun. It's a thing. It's something that you can see, and it's a footstep, or it can be the sound of footsteps. So, oftentimes you see these on the beach. If you're walking on the beach, you can see footfalls. I even like when I see the footfalls of animals, like the little birds on the beach. They have those interesting footprints, or you can see dog prints on the beach. You can also see human footprints. So, a footfall. If you hear someone running behind you, that you can hear those footsteps. I think about like a horror movie when the evil person is chasing the victim and they hear the footsteps or footfalls of the villain. Footfall can also mean footstep, footprint, or stomping sound. Footfall. The next word this week is envelop or envelope. You can use both words and they kind of mean the same thing, but envelop is kind of an action or a verb. But an envelope is a thing that envelops something. So let's go into what it means. An envelope is a flat paper or container, as for a letter or thin package, usually having a gummed flap or other means of closure. So this is what you're used to, an envelope. But to envelop means something that envelops, a wrapper, an entouchment, or some sort of surrounding cover. So somebody can come and envelop you in a hug. If they wrap their arms around you like a bear hug, they are enveloping you. A blanket can wrap you up. Just like you would put a letter in an envelope, you put yourself inside of a blanket and you are enveloped. Now, synonyms for this word are container, casing, pocket, pouch, enclosure, hide or hiding, and some sort of wrapping. Envelope or envelop. The next word this week is desolate. Desolate. Now, as you can see in this image here, desolate is a way you describe something. So it's an adjective, and it means barren or laid waste, to be devastated. It can also mean deprived or destitute of inhabitants, deserted or uninhabited, solitary and lonely. So this place here is some sort of desert or wasteland. You can tell there's no life. There's not even any weeds. It's just nothing but dirt and rocks. Nothing is living here. There's no people. It's very lonely. Synonyms for this word desolate are bare, bleak, dreary, empty, isolated, lonely, uninhabited, and abandoned. So a desolate place is not a good or happy place. Desolate. The next word this week is strut. Strut. Now this is something that you do, and it's something that you might see in the hallways at school very often. And it is when someone is doing something, so it's a verb. It means to walk with a vain or pompous bearing, as with your head erect, your chest thrown out, as if expecting to impress observers. So as you can see here, this man has his chest puffed out. His head is lifted in a prideful way. He's almost, as the synonyms suggest, he's prancing. He's striding. He's got a certain swagger about him. He's flaunting or showing off. So someone who's trying to be big and bad and show off to their friends, they are strutting in the hallways. So strut. The next word this week is negligent. Negligent. And this is an adjective, so it's a way that you describe something. And negligent means guilty of or characterized by neglect, as of neglecting your duty, to be lazy, careless, or offhand. So this man, he's carrying a bowl. He's being very negligent and not careful or observing how to carry the bowl because he's about to drop it. Sometimes you can be negligent of your homework if you are now mindful of when it's due or completing it fully. You can be negligent in dealing with your friends. You forget to text them back, you forget to call them or hang out with them. Synonyms for negligent are inattentive, lax, lazy, sloppy, forgetful, thoughtless, or unmindful. Again, kind of a negative word if you describe something as being negligent. Well, thanks so much for joining us this week. Here's a list of the words we learned: culminate, footfall, envelope or envelop, desolate, strut, and negligent. Thanks again for joining us. I hope to see you next time. Bye.